All right, it's time now for the markets.
Good morning, New Zealand. Well, as you know, as a comedian and improviser, one of the most important jobs I have is checking out the financial markets. So let's have a look, shall we? What do we have here, Nadine? Look at your New Zealand dollar. It's so strong and huge and big. The Kiwi running rampant, stomping upon the paltry green and sickly American dollar as we waste our way into the night. There's other dollars there too, the Australian dollar, the euro, Britain, who's enjoying a renaissance today because women are being given men's names. Princess William. You know, I'm from San Francisco, and there's a lot of people named Princess William where I'm from. They're not often royal, but they are queens. There's the Dow Jones. It's gone up at the promise of Princess William getting that name. And the NASDAQ is up 3 points, as if I care. Now let's move to the next part. West Texas Crude is up, which was also an awesome movie from the 70s. Brent Oil, who's a dude I know from Oklahoma. And Gold Price, who's my agent in Los Angeles. Restaurant Brands is down 0.03, and that's going to lead to a lot of tomatoes being on the floor as they fall out of the tin. So watch for the bottom falling out of the restaurant brand market. Well, Nadine, I think we've covered a lot of the financial markets. There's been a dog show. Of course, the Breakers are having their big game tonight here in Auckland against the Cairn team. And there's nothing like basketball in the Antipodes. It was my understanding that the ball went the wrong way through the hoop here until I got down here and saw the video.
Well, it's a man who probably needs no introduction. Thank you for being with us, Greg. How did you find your stint on the financial markets?
I think it's magnificent. If there's one thing I'm interested in, it's the financial markets. Next time, maybe you could send me to the pet show, and I could show you my prowess with the animals.
Oh, now you've done my job. Do you think there's scope for me to come along and make a cameo at your stand-up performance this week?
I think it would show enormous cojones on your part if you showed up and did comedy.
We'll talk about... I'll get my people to talk to your people about that.
Please do.
Tell us a little bit about your stand-up this week.
My stand-up is full of bitterness, pain, drunkenness, and crying, and then I go on stage and tell jokes. And I'm at the gala tonight while the rest of the country will be watching the royal wedding. I'll be performing my japes and mockery this evening. I'm not sure. ABS Theatre? ASB? Have I got the...
ASB?
What is it?
Yes.
I think it's the ASB Aotea Centre.
You don't know.
I do know, because I'm going.
You don't know. You're just saying that. Why are you trying to trip me up, Broham? I'll be there tonight at the gala, which is at 8 o'clock. And then I think we're in Hamilton tomorrow. And then Wellington for another gala. And then back here in Auckland City on the 7th at the Sky City. And
tell us, you do a lot of television, and obviously you're best known in this country probably for Whose Line Is It Anyway, and we still run reruns of that. But also the live stand-up. Do you have a preference for one over the other?
I like the stand-up more because on Whose Line, I found that the cast was a bummer and I had to drag them behind me. Being the sexy one has been an awful responsibility for me. And you know, there's Drew Carey, and then there's the tall one, and the bald fellow, and the black guy who's a show-off. We never knew his name. And so for me, I think stand-up, because I get to be selfish and say whatever I like.
But nevertheless, you've actually got back together with that same crew. Tell us about that project.
I can't shake them, Nadine. they're like a bad habit. We did a show in Las Vegas this year live called Drew Carey's Improvaganza. That's right, we shot it in the 50s. It was called Improvaganza, and we shot it live in Vegas, which added another element to the Whose Line situation, which was drunk people. So it's shot live, and we bring people out of the crowd right there in Vegas, and we're going to go back and shoot more this year.
I just learnt something about you, and we've got to wrap this now, but that you
surely not. Surely there's more time for this. You spend 8 minutes on the dog show. Maybe I could have a couple minutes in New Zealand TV. Joking, of course. Everybody, don't call in.
You were once the voice of Bob the Builder, and I've got a nephew who's a very big fan. Can you do us a wee impression?
Nadine, sadly, this is the voice of Bob the Builder. People always go, can you do the voice? I'm doing the voice right now. Apparently, I have an animated-sounding voice. It would be, well done, Nadine. Look at you. You recycled. Go get Scoop and Mark.
Oh, look, Greg Prepps, thank you so much for coming in and having a crack at the markets. And if you get the chance, head along to his stand-up show. Back to you guys.
Great stuff. Thank you very much, Greg and Nadine.